Hey, how's it going? Durinde back with you once again. We're continuing our Let's Play of Civilization 6, playing as the nation of Japan. And I'm doing something a little bit different. Normally I've been streaming these games, but I did notice after uploading some of the Civilization videos that there was a lot of stuttering going on. There's basically actually very large sections of video where you'd hear me rambling on away, talking about stuff, and the video wasn't changing at all. So I'm trying to do it now as just a local video. Hopefully, the fact that I'm not streaming this will produce a better quality video. So hoping for that. This is a experiment, and I'm just hoping it works. So we're back at at turn 131 at 375 AD. We do have what, 3 cities now: Kyoto, Fukuoka, and Okama. I believe that's, or OKAMA. AMA. I don't think that's actually what it's called. So yeah, we're here. We're still kind of in the medieval age, I believe. And yeah, we're researching stirrups and we're researching feudalism. Of course, Pedro has kind of surrounded us again. We just got out of another war with them where we had to defend ourselves. And we were also trying to fight off barbarians at the same time. That was becoming a bit problematic. So thankfully Brazil has backed away for now, but I really, really have to take care of this barbarian settlement in this hex. So in Kyoto, we're building a spearman. In Fukuoka, we're building a campus. And in Okama, we're building a campus as well. And I believe I have some archers in Okama. So I'm just going to bombard this barbarian galley and try to get it out of the way. Okay, so we'll end our first turn for this video. We do have a single trade route by the looks of it. I'm hoping Pedro will back off for a little while anyway. I am going to concentrate on building an army in Kyoto now just to kind of defend myself, and I may actually go on the offensive because I've had enough of Pedro's BS, to tell the truth. Okay, the barbarians are attacking Pedro's catapults. I am very, very okay with that. I have no sympathy for these guys, since they have been total a-holes. Okay, okay, they can bombard some spearmen, so let's do that. Okay, and we have another set of archers here. They're a little bit damaged, so I'm going to fortify them until they're healed. I'm going to move my spearmen down this way. I did have some, I believe it was a chariot that eventually got killed off. And the biggest issue with the chariot was the fact that they had spearmen in the settlement, so I couldn't really attack it because pointy sticks and horses, well, apparently they don't mix well. Okay, so our archer is still there, and he's just kind of hanging out, so that's okay. So choose production again for Fukuoka, or Kyoto in this case. Yeah, we're probably going to want to build an armory. But I would like a few more defensive units, so let's build spearmen again. So we may build 2 or 3 more spearmen, and then we'll maybe concentrate on producing an armory. That's going to give our troops a bit of an experience boost. Pedro is attacking the barbarians, which is also great for us. You know, any bit of distraction that they have away from us is definitely going to be positive in the long run, and plus it's going to weaken their army, and that way if I do eventually try to do a counterattack on Pedro, then you know, he's just going to be weaker for it. So yeah, ooh, that was quite the shot with the catapult there. Dude's standing in a field of mercury. I'm not sure how healthy that is, especially since it's the fact that hatters used to work with mercury, and that's how they became mad hatters, at least. And that's what I was led to believe. That's what I was taught in elementary school or whatever. Okay, we can take the settlement right now. Good, that's out of the way, so they won't be producing any more units. Our archers are in a pretty good spot now, so we'll just move them over here so we can start to bombard these horsemen. Okay, and our archers can attack this galley, or whatever we call this, a quadrini or something like that. I'm not the most studied on Latin names, do Latin in school or anything like that, so Aside from watching Gladiator like 20 times when I was in grade 9, uh, yeah, really not up on the Latin pronunciations. Who are these guys? Apostles. They're trying to make us Catholic. Well, who doesn't love a good bit of wine and wafers? I mean, yes, those wafer biscuits, they can be pretty bland, but you know, a little bit of wine, sacramental wine, nothing wrong with that. So we get our archers to attack their horsemen. We will get the folks in Kyoto to... Actually, we can move our archer back here. Let's do that. Probably won't be able to attack, though. And our spearmen, I would like to get rid of this barbarian settlement down here, so I will start to move those guys down that way. Our archers I'm going to keep in that city. And I think kind of the big oversight of Brazil in this game, it may be different if you play on a little bit more difficult challenge level, but like their biggest issue was that they were focusing on Kyoto and not kind of these undefended cities. So it's their loss, I guess. So we're still 8 turns away from stirrups and 13 turns away from feudalism. Kyoto is going to have another spearman very shortly. And looks like Pedro has backed off, thankfully. So yeah, we may start looking at building up a bit of a offensive army. There's this random horsemen down this way. Okay, so we have our archer there. So I'm just going to kind of put him on our boundary here. He's going to hang out in these hills, and he'll kind of bombard people, or bombard Brazil if they try to get too close. That's my thought anyway. I think, yeah, our campus needs repair here, so I think I'm going to work on that. We're going to move our spearmen up here to kind of dissuade Brazil. We do have our archers back here. I'm just going to make them sleep for this turn, because I'm not quite sure what shenanigans Pedro's going to get up to. So I do want to be prepared. It's like that Lion King song with the hyenas. There's man, how long ago did Lion King come out? Now it's like 20 years, man. I am feeling really old. Saw that in like elementary school in theater. And of course, it seems like, at least it was my experience in school, like whatever Disney film was popular at the time, especially in the 90s, because Disney was pumping them out in the 90s. Whatever film was popular at the time, seems like if you were in the school choir, which I was, you spent a lot of time learning songs from Disney movies. I guess part of it was they were trying to hold our interest in singing by doing popular songs. I wasn't in school choir forever. We moved around a lot when I was a kid, so like from grades 4 to 8. I think that was it. And a large part of that choir, I think that was just our music class anyway. It was something that's... And of course, you'd have to do your standard Christmas pageants and whatnot in primary school. Of course, I grew up in the 80s and 90s before a lot of the PC stuff came up in terms of people celebrating different religions and whatnot. So yes, you had Christmas vacation at school. Yes, you had Easter vacation at school. We didn't even have spring break. It was called each Easter location where I actually lived. Yeah, it was a different time. You know, things are different now. You know, we try to be a lot more sensitive to different cultures and whatnot. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Really, it was basically my experience growing up. Things were actually where I was living at the time. I mean, we still actually had a separate school system. They were still separating the Protestants and the Catholics right up until I think I was in grade 9. So, I mean, where I was living was actually probably a little bit of a throwback to the rest of North America, but well, that's what happens when you live in rural Canada. So, yeah, I'm assuming things are a lot different now in schools. Okay, so that little speech on my experiences growing up burnt a few turns. We're still 3 turns away from stirrups. We're just gonna put our spearmen up here just to try to keep Mr. Pedro at bay. I want to get off Mr. Pedro's wild ride. And we'll end our turn there, and hopefully our spearmen will dissuade these horsemen, because we do have pointy sticks, which the horses are not really fond of. So Okama is, or Okayama, 7 turns away from their campus. Fukuoka, 7 turns away from their library. And Kyoto is 4 turns away from having their campus repaired, which is good, because I would like to get things back on the track for science. Okay, that was a minor defeat for us, so I should be a little bit more careful. I'm actually hoping Brazil might step in and help us out here. And I still want to go down and take out this settlement, because this is going to be a problem to both my friends Toronto and Fukuoka in the future. Yeah, they must have like a big military industrial complex on the go. I guess Jakarta is probably their major city. Okay. Our spearmen are still alive and they received a promotion. That's great. I just want to make sure that these guys are actually dead. So yes, please kill him. Yes, thank you. So he is, he's going to be up a level, which is great. Your spearmen are providing effective, but now your opponents are stronger and faster. Perhaps a longer weapon is needed. So military tactics has advanced. Cool. I don't know what longer and faster you'd have over a spear. Maybe a pike, I guess. Maybe that's where that train of thought is leading. So we're almost done with stirrups. We don't have any horses, so I doubt we're going to be dropping any knights or anything like that.
Few inventions have been so simple as the
I'll knock back this tech.
But few have had so
okay, you need iron for knights, actually, which I don't have any of, as far as I know. Okay, so we need the spearman to get himself upgraded. Cavalry or melee units. Let's go for cavalry. And we'll end this turn. So we're still 6 turns away from feudalism. And of course we do have our research kind of set up. So we're moving towards gunpowder, because I always like to be the first guy with guns if I can in Civilization. That's kind of how I've always played it. Why is that guy excited? Has he spotted Snake? Is that why does he have an exclamation mark? Oh, I should mention too that there has been a major patch released for the game since I played this last. So there's probably a couple of minor tweaks and changes. I can't think of anything in the patch notes that are particularly that come to my mind. How come we're not repairing this? Don't know. But I do need to move my archer down, and I want to take out this scout. Looks like we've lost a trade route again. I don't know if trade routes just only run so long and then they kind of disappear, or if I'm actually losing these to capture. I'm not seeing any kind of pop-up saying that my trade route's been plundered. You used to get those pop-ups in the earlier games, and they were pretty apparent, so maybe it's just my own failing that I'm not noticing them. I'm just going to kind of put that guy into sentry right now. Going to get my spearmen to move down here, and hopefully that's going to dissuade this guy. They have spotted my city. Okay, that's why they have an exclamation mark. I thought that was kind of apparent, though, considering we have this huge road network and kind of middling army. Looks like Brazil's moving down there to attack those barbarians, which is good. Saves me a thing to do. Okay, he's moving back. Should be in range of my archer now, hopefully. Yes. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. I don't think I'll kill this guy in this turn. Oh, there he goes. It's just the poor dog left all by his lonesome. We do want to keep healing our spearmen. Send an envoy now to this place for extra culture. We'll confirm our placement there, and we'll end this turn. And okay, we're at 689 gold. So, considering the threat to Brazil is over, I may start buying some caravans again. Because, yeah, that's going to help us with production and gold. And a little bit of both wouldn't go astray right now. Okay, I'm just going to move my archer back here. I'm just going to get him to fortify. Cheese production, so Fukuoka has finished. They're now Catholic, apparently. I don't think we have to worry about walls where we are because they're kind of in the rear echelon of cities. Great library, they're suggesting that, but that is 42 turns away, and that is quite a lot. Aqueduct is 18. Should probably do that because we do have a little bit of a housing crisis here and an entertainment crisis. So, yeah, we're going to plop down an aqueduct. Probably the least damaging spot is right here. We'll lose production there. We'll lose food there, but we should have quite a bit of food from these 2 rice paddies, so that may be the best spot for it. That's going to take us 18 turns. Oh, Okayama has finished their campus, so we're going to get them to build a library as well. Again, we do want to kind of force ourselves down that science route. Going to build a trader, and going to do that with my other cities as well. Purchase an item, a trader, and Kyoto is going to do the same thing. No, they're not, because we are broke. Okay, so never mind that. So we'll get our spearmen to continue towards the barbarian encampment. We'll end this turn. We're a couple turns away from apprenticeship, which allows us to build a workshop and allows us to build a industrial zone, which is extra production. So I'll probably plop one of those industrial zones down in Kyoto. We're only 4 turns away from repairing our library or a campus, so it's probably going to be our next step. So, Okayama 2, so we get extra food and production if we do Kyoto and also Fukuoka. Extra gold from Toronto. I don't think gold is a real big necessity right now, so we'll do the route to Kyoto. And the same thing, it's going to be Fukuoka to Kyoto. And eventually we're going to be able to afford one more trade route. And hopefully they'll continue for the rest of the game and I won't have to worry about them. I don't know, maybe I should read up. Maybe they do disappear after a while like the builders. I'll have to see. Looks like Toronto's sending down some spearmen towards the barbarian encampment as well, so that's good.
We have uncovered a way to increase our farming output.
Neat.
To tap into this potential, I suggest we try to maintain 2 adjacent farms to each plot of farmland.
Okay.
There is no easy way to train an apprentice. There is no easy way to
Lemony
train an apprentice.
Apparently there's
My
a
two
Lemony
tools
Snicket
For example,
series coming out on
nagging.
Netflix. My only experience to it has been the Jim Carrey
In
movie that
democracy,
they did back in
it's your
time.
vote
Oh,
that
feudalism
counts.
is done too.
In feudalism,
Production
it's your
towards
count that
medieval
votes.
and Renaissance era units and serfdom. Newly trained builders get 2 extra action. That could be useful, actually. Well, I think our policies are pretty much set now, at least until we get into the next age. Mercenaries, what does this do? Professional army, discount on upgrading. Medieval fairs, civil service allows us to form alliances. She's actually recommending naval tradition, even though we only have 1 city by the ocean. See, civics are new to this game, and they're new to me, so I don't know if there's kind of an ideal route. So I'm going to open up the civics tree. And I'm going to see if there's anything we want to work towards. We could form a merchant republic if we went this way. Or reform church. Yeah, let's go for a Merchant Republic. So there's going to be 3 different quote-unquote, hey, we're researching gunpowder. It's going to be 3 different things that we'll research before we actually hit that. And we're quite a few turns away from that. Of course, this is driven by culture production, so I think we're starting to get a little bit behind on our policy. Okay. So, turn's still going. Barbarian Scout. Where is he? All the way down there, okay. Oh, look, it's Brazil! And they're starting to move forward again. I know what's going on. Fool me once, whatever. I'm gonna beat you back once again, and you're not gonna like it. Okay, Kyoto. Okay, so they finished their library. So yeah, we're probably gonna go for the armory there. It's gonna help us with our units. Hopefully, Pedro stays away long enough for us to actually complete that. We're 4 turns away from library in Okayama. Okay, I'm going to see if I can actually call Brazil out on what's happening, and just tell him that I'm noticing units on his borders. I'm noticing his units on our borders. I'm just going to talk to Pedro. Declare surprise war. Denounce. Make demand. Make deal. Friendship. Send delegation. No, there's nothing I really want to do there. Our relationship's unfriendly. For apparently a bunch of unknown reasons. They really don't like us. No new items, access level. Make deal. Ooh, I really would like iron. What would make this deal more acceptable? 14 gold for 30 turns in open borders. That would give us access to knights, though. Yeah, I think that's actually worth it. I think being able to build knights at this portion of the game would help us. Of course, I am giving them more gold every turn, which is going to strengthen them, but I just want to see how much it's going to cost us to build a knight. Horseman knight, you need 720 gold. Wow. And 295 for another trader, so okay. So after we get the armory built, hopefully I will be able to build a couple knights. And then I'll pull ahead by night and day. Get it? Because they're knights. And yeah, I'm hoping once we finish the research for gunpowder, this resource will show up in some of our tiles. And then I'll really be able to start pulling ahead of poor old Pedro here. I mean, it's really obvious what he's doing. He's got the chariots there. Yeah. Anyway, well, we're going to win. Just want to continue trying to take in this barbarian settlement. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. So we're 8 turns away there, we're 2 turns away there, and we are 6 turns away there. If he does declare war again, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to lose some of these traders. We're at turn 151 now at 800 AD. So this is kind of the furthest I've made it in a civilization game so far. As I mentioned before, I did play a couple games off camera. One of them I downright lost due to an early invasion by someone. And the other one I just kind of gave up on. And that was playing as Uruk, I guess. Not sure what nation that is. It's the nation that has Gilgamesh. Isn't that Uruk? Or is Uruk the city? I don't know. I'm messing something up here now. Babylonians? Are they the... Did the Babylonians have Gilgamesh? Or, no, Sumerians. Yeah, I think it's the Sumerians. Anyway, Nothing that like 5 minutes on like Wikipedia or Google wouldn't fix, but I'm not inclined to try to search for that right now. I'm going to want to pull these guys back, otherwise they're going to get bombarded right there. So we'll just move them back before we start the healing process. Okayama has finished their production. Okay, so what would be good here? That's extra gold. 38 turns for the Great Library. Yeah, I might do that, because I would like the boost in science. So let's buy this tile. We can afford it. Build our Great Library there. And they're going to be busy with that for quite a while. So yeah, after this armory gets completed, I will put Kyoto on duty building a knight. And that will hopefully dissuade Brazil enough. It looks like they're moving their settlers over again. I do think that this is like a pretty good area to settle. I just don't have the resources to do anything about it right now because, well, I've been busy trying to beat back Brazil. Now, if I do go to war with them, I might and try and take whatever city that they establish there. Sir Peter. So a cultural leader such as yourself must enjoy the finer things of life. Are you fond of art as well? Sure. Would you like to visit our nearby city? Hopefully these guys aren't as big as dicks as Brazil is. Okay, 11 turns away from gunpowder. I'm really hoping we have niter somewhere in our borders. If not, I may try to... Oh, that's the first time I just noticed that the city-states have their own traders. I don't think they did that in the previous games. Could be wrong about it, but I don't remember it happening. But that doesn't mean it's not true. Okay, so we're 2 turns away from the armory there. We're 36 away from there. And what are we building here again? An aqueduct, okay. This looks more like one of those kind of Japanese 2-pillared shrines than it does an aqueduct. I guess it's hard to make an icon for an aqueduct. Yes, you know, moving in on it, yes, I can see it's an aqueduct, but it's something that's kind of unintuitive at a glance, for me at least. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm amazed by you. Okay, we're up to 350 gold, so I should be able to get myself yet another trader. And we do have another apostle here. We're at turn 156 and the year 900. And Kyoto is doing their trade. So they should, I guess, if they're like us, they will produce a road. Your men at the army are fashioning new weapons. That will devastate your... So we got a boost in gunpowder.
The
That's
real
actually
use of gunpowder
pretty
is
excellent.
to make all men tall.
Sure. Everybody wants to be tall. Who doesn't enjoy being tall? I guess, except for people who are already really tall. And probably really tired of the question, how's the weather up there? How tall are you anyway? And things like that. So what does nitrate actually look like on the map? I think it's like a little pile of stuff. Or niter, I guess, in this case. Can I take a quick look at the city-states and see kind of what things they have to trade? Because I know in the previous games that city-states could provide you with whatever resources they have tapped into if you were friendly enough with them. Trade routes. My benefits, their benefits. That's my city. Not sure. Anyway, we can claim a great person. And this is actually a great scientist, so we will recruit him.
Our dedication to the ways of science has attracted a great scientist to our civilization. I am certain we will be able to use them to benefit future scientific developments.
Okay, cool. Knowledge of education has advanced. That's neat. So Galileo, we are going to move you to our science district, which is right here, I think. Okay. Maybe not. Can we move you here? Okay. Gain 250 science. Great person activated. Great person activate. I should probably have selected what I was going to research first. I don't think that gets lost. If it does, well, silly me, because I just did something really, really dumb. Okay. We could do education and start getting universities, shipbuilding tactics, castles. If we're going the science route, I can't help but feel that we should focus on education. Okay, so that's pretty much settled. Really wish I could see some nitrate around, but that does not seem to be in the cards for us. Once my spearmen get healed down here, I might send them back up this way, and just to see if Brazil has settled up here, and also to see if there perhaps is any nitrate that I may have missed. So we'll end our turn there, and I keep forgetting to purchase another trader, so we'll have to do that. Okay, we are super Catholic now. We go to Mass twice a day, 3 times on Christmas. Still a long ways from a great library. And our spearmen are still healing. We do have barbarians
It is the
here.
mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it.
Okay, so we should be able to build universities now. Okay, what research can we do? Military tactics already has a boost. That will allow us to build pikemen who don't need any special metals or anything, so we should be able to upgrade our warriors at least. Okay, our archer should probably move back here, and we shall say hello to this scout. So there must be another barbarian village around here somewhere that I'm going to have to keep an eye out for. And once again, I forgot to buy myself a trader, so silly me once again. I'm going to actually see if I can base it out of Okayama again, just for another boost in production if I can get it. Brazil is now in the medieval era. We're like 1 tile away from that iron. There is iron up here as well. Okay. Tell you what, I do want to head over here because I want to see what happened to that settler that Brazil had. Choose production. Okay, Fukuoka. It's done. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go to here, and I want to buy myself a trader. Done. Okay. Okay, now back to the concentration. Okay, let's go for a university again. We'll get as much science as we can. Okay, that's about all we can do for now. Next turn, we'll be able to send our trader out. And I do want to see if, yeah, Brazil has settled over here. And I also want to see maybe if, you know, some nitrate tiles may have shown up at some point. Because I could definitely use that. That looks like, is that a barbarian village? Just showing this plains. It's Jerusalem. Okay, thank you to Vanillis, or whatever they're called. They've taken out that barbarian scout. Okay. Anti-cavalry. And samurai. Oh, we can start making samurai. That's our special unit. I don't think I need iron for that. Civil services advance. Cool. Okay, so these guys are healed. Again, I just want to send them kind of up this way just to see what's going on. Unit needs orders. Okay, so we want extra production. We'll get... Toronto actually wants a trade route, so we'll get a little bit of extra production, and we will get some gold. And we'll get a bit of a bonus for completing the quest. Okay, that's neat. Another unit needs orders. Just want to get these guys kind of on this border, because that seems to be one of the better defensible positions. It's copper. If Brazil hasn't... Oh, hello to you. Declare you an enemy to Russia? Really? Nobody likes me in this game. And Brazil's at war with us again. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Kind of expected that to happen.
Strategy requires thought.
Well, we can build
Tactic.
pikemen now. Okay, so I'm going to put my archers down here. I'm just going to put them on sentry. I do want to bring my spearmen back to here. Put them up on the hill. Can I upgrade these guys? Doesn't look like it. Okay, what are we going to research next? Machinery allows us crossbowmen, and that will let us upgrade our archers. It's only 4 turns away, so it's probably a good idea if we do that. We'll end this turn, and I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to upgrade my spearmen to pikemen, but it doesn't look like it. Not quite sure what the upgrade tree is for infantry units in this game. So Brazil does have a level 2 warrior down there. Do want to keep an eye on my trade routes again, I guess. Okay, Fukuoka. Okay, we'll leave my archer there. And, okay, what happened to that? Okay. Yeah, we want you here for defense, please, and thank you. We'll end our turn. We'll have to keep an eye on our borders. I have no idea where Russia actually is, so I don't know. I don't know if they'll actually send units against us, or even if they can. What's this? Trade route plundered. Okay, so we did actually get a pop-up there. Put these guys up on the hill. Move my spearmen up. Probably to up there. Okay, so we've taken out their scout. We're a couple turns away from machinery. We're probably going to lose this trade route. 218 gold. Okay, there's our spearmen. Do we not have archers in the city right now? If not, I'm going to have to get these guys to fall back. We're 2 turns away from knights, which is going to be good if we can actually get access to them. Should allow us to mop up some of the Brazilians. Well, the game is semi-interesting so far. We're at war again. Okay, so there's our archers. So we're gonna do a little bombardment there. Okay, now we do have our spearmen here. Okay, we do have this Brazilian unit here. I'm just gonna leave them there, and we'll actually put on fortify until healed. Gonna see if I can get these guys to swap. No, it's not gonna happen, so I'll move them up there. And we'll just get them to go on sentry. We will have knights next turn, and we'll also have machinery, which will allow us to upgrade these guys to crossbowmen, hopefully. It's going to be a little bit more powerful for us. Okay, so they are attacking our spearmen with their warriors. I'm hoping Fukuoka... No, they don't have walls, so they can't attack remotely. Okay. So I'll have to keep an eye on this area, because I did say, like, I admitted
Remember
to it.
that
It's
people
like they should
break
be
down
concentrating
too,
on
not just machinery.
the other cities. Okay. What are we going to research next? Metal casting allows us to build cannons. Still don't have any niter. Printing is extra culture. Banking is extra gold. So banking. Can I upgrade you? Crossbowman, yes. I'm gonna move these guys up here on the hill. Okay, we do have our knights ready, and I think I'm actually going to move my knights down here. It's going to take them a couple turns to get down there, but I think that's my my weak point right now. Can I build samurai? I can build pikemen. Build crossbowmen. Takes a lot of production to actually build some of these stronger units. Musketmen. No, we need that niter for that. Can't build knights. Okay, pikemen it is, I guess. Okay, this is going to be a minor defeat, so we're actually going to put you on fortify until healed. And we'll end this turn. Hoping these guys should be enough to defend Kyoto. Oh, there's a barbarian swordsman up there. Not much I can do about it right now. So, Brazil, man, you guys gotta calm down. Like, go hang out on the Copacabana beach and have Carnival. Stop trying to invade people. Oh, that swordsman disappeared. Okay, there's our crossbowmen. I could promote them, but it's probably better if I do this right now. Try to weaken them as much as possible. We'll get our spearmen to stay there. And we will end this turn. We're like quite a few turns away from a lot of stuff. Looks like they're healing up their guy there as well. I should activate my knights and try to take these guys out. I may lose the spearmen here because they may get attacked from behind by these warriors. Okay. I was kind of hoping they would get a promotion so I could heal them. But they healed a bit. Okay, there's the knights. Do want to attack you. 20 versus 50. I think it was a mistake on Pedro's part, giving me access to iron. But who am I to judge? Okay. So, yeah, we'll promote these guys. Strength versus land units. We'll go with that. Okay, this is... Are we at war with Jerusalem? Apparently. Well, I'll attack these guys anyway. The last thing I want is a catapult rolling up on me. Gonna be a stalemate, so I'll put us back into fortify until healed. And we'll end this turn. Man, everybody's dicks to me this game. It's just like a bag full of dicks. What does that? That's stone. It's extra production. 19 turns away from the Great Library. Oh, poor spearmen. And who are these guys? Please tell me we're not enemies with Vanillas again. Or not again, but at all. Yeah, we're gonna have to move our crossbowmen up, because we will need to attack people. Really? Okay, let's look at city-states. They're at war with us. Can we make peace? 2 turns. Toronto's happy with us. I could levy their military, but they don't have one. Things are looking kind of dire. Buy until healed. Okay. So we need to kind of shoot these guys, I guess. Make sure they stay back. Our knights, I want to see if I can wipe these guys out if I can. Lots of deer down here. Okay, that's good. So I'll be able to start to send my knights back up. Hopefully they will be able to make it back in time. I'm hoping these two swordsmen will kind of take care of each other. Do a little Rochambeau. 6 turns away from pikemen. Welcome to the United States of America. Well, hopefully America is a lot more sensible than everyone else has been up to this point. Because I'm tired of getting attacked. Okay, good. So they're attacking the barbarians. That's good. Concentrate on them and not me. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. They just had a promotion. I'd love to heal my knights, but I gotta come back up here. So I'll give the order to do that. And our spearmen, they're not ready yet. So we want to do another ranged attack, and probably these guys are the most dangerous right now. Okay. Probably can't afford to buy anything either. Alright. Yeah, things are kind of looking dire, but there's not much I could do because, you know, it's continual attacks. And I don't know how these guys are building up their armies so fast. 4 spearmen. Okay, they have a promotion available. That's good. Gonna be extra healing. Catapults. Hopefully the spearmen will actually survive so I can do the promotion. We should have a little bit of a defensive bonus because they're in the woods, though. At least I hope. Okay, so we will promote you. Strength versus melee units. That's what we want. And who are we going to attack now? I guess we're going to attack you again. That will cause them to heal instead of pressing forward. And we will end our turn. And our knights are making their way back up. That's great. So we're 2 turns from being able to utilize those guys in combat. These guys are now Eastern Orthodox. Okay, Pedro is backing off. Good. Thank you once again. Even though this entire war business has been nonsense. So I just have to... Am I still at war with Jerusalem? No. Good. Good, good. And that's where the technological advantage comes into play. Spearmen, we'll get you guys to retreat. And, well... Since we're at peace again, and you know, we've gotten up to turn 171, I think I'm going to end things off there because I am experimenting with doing this as a video and not a straight up recording to stream. So I'm just going to see how this works out. So if you're checking this out on YouTube, you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Definitely means a big deal. I will catch you next time.